boy, this video is gonna be a mess and get so much hate. I'm ready for it. Okay, Forsaken. Let me break it down. My Forsaken is a mess, and why the Roblox community's blind defense of it makes me want to pull my hair out. First of all, I wanted to see what all this fuss was about when I saw 100K players were hopping on this game daily, and I jumped in. I was disappointed in the Roblox community once again. It's like they use old Roblox play to trick 8-year-olds into playing it. It's well, it's not exactly a cash grab, but the gameplay doesn't even hold up to its own inspirations, which is Dead by Daylight. Ooh, I know the Forsaken community is scared of that word, Dead by Daylight. People argue with me, saying it's not a Dead by Daylight clone. But look at the mechanics. We've got generators, we've got killers, we've got survivors. And so all the objectives look like they were pulled straight out of it. They could have been anything else, but guess what? They're just like gens. They're gens, just like in DBD. So yeah, it's basically the same game, but with like a few things that are messed up from it. So the big thing people don't want to admit that this is a horror game, but it doesn't do horror well at all. Every killer looks stupid. I know they're based off old Roblox lore or whatever. Okay, whatever. They could have made them scary. At least more scary than Green Man, Red Man, Jason for some reason. Why is he here? So yeah, speaking of killers, there's 4 of them. 2-time, cool red guy, stupid number dude, and Jason. One's range, one's like not, one's more like pyramid head. I think that's the red dude. Jason's melee. I don't remember the other one. It's not important. Point is, there's only 4 of them, and that's kind of a big problem for variety in a game like this. And variety is the spice of life when you run on the same maps and do the same thing every single time. This is my impression of the devs from what I know of. So y'all, NWAS, run some new content? Yeah, more killers, please. I'm so sick of it. So I heard y'all, NWAS, wanted another exclusive killer and more exclusive skins for me?
Stop it!
You suck. Speaking of same thing every time, there is a singular objective. Survive. And when I mean survive, it's not escape, it's not wait for a hatch, it's not you're doing one thing, waiting out a timer, and there's these gens, which might as well just be optional, because they only slightly decrease the time how long it takes. But it's not worth it. The best strategy in this game is to not play it at all. Just go hide. Just go hide. Are we just gonna hide or something? Okay, it's fine by me. It seems like doing generators just gets you killed in this game.
Don't worry, I'll defend you. I have a sword. I'll shank him.
This game seems like doing generators is just stupid. Because
yeah.
What in the Among Us minigame is that?
It's an Among Us minigame. It is an Among Us minigame.
It is.
It's straight up.
Until like the very last, when they can see you at the end, like the last minute or if you're the last survivor, they can't see you. So your best bet is hiding. And ironically, hiding is the best way to play this game. And speaking of survivors at hiding, some of them have abilities. And where credit's due. The survivors styled like 2-time. I think they're like defense styled. They're pretty fun.
Yeah.
Maxwell. I mean, Jason. Okay.
Oh, I stabbed him, but you went through because he got the kill animation. That's fine by me.
He literally...
You try.
Got him.
Yeah, I think you're done for.
The stabbing did nothing to him. Why did that?
Bro, this game is so pronouns options in the settings.
What?
They reward good positioning and a cool stab. He also gives you a free respawn with a little bit less health. But this game's balance goes completely out the window when you can just communicate with your team. If you're all working together, you can basically jump all the killers, and especially Jason, because he's really bad.
No, man.
Nice try, Max.
Oh my god. Dude, I just don't
Look
want
how many people survived. Look how many.
Some people might find this fun, but for me, the point of a horror game is outsmarting the killer, not brute forcing them. When you're just jumping the killer, it stops being a horror game. It starts feeling like an action game with scary monsters. Is that a JoJo reference? Speaking of killer mechanics, let's talk about the dumbest decision this game could have made. Third-person camera. This is honestly one of the worst decisions the devs could have made. Third person makes it way too easy for killers to tunnel. There's no real way to get off someone's tail in first person. You would have at least able to lose your target a little bit in first person, but here, you're just never able to shake a killer off if they're on you. They genuinely had to just choose to leave you alone. You will not shake them off. Even weirder is this game's maps have ledges, or at least what look like ledges, that you should be able to vault, just like in DBD. But guess what? You can't. It's like the devs were making a DBD-inspired maps. It didn't want it to be too obvious, so they just got rid of vaulting. I don't know if there's a survivor that can vault, but making maps around one survivor is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. But honestly, vaulting is crucial for gameplay balance in a game where looping is your only way to really survive. Speaking of looping, this game's looping sucks. Not because it's hard, you just can't do it effectively. You get tunneled so easy since the killer's a third person, as I said earlier. Now, let's talk about this. I've noticed Forsaken has a lot of content, but not in the way that would be good. There are 4 killers, as I brought up earlier, which is super low, and 8 million skins for them and the survivors. Why? Why spend all that time making skins instead of developing noob killers and survivors to give the game more variety? I don't know. Money? That's my only guess, because they cost money. It's honestly baffling. And don't get me started on the first survivor you get to play as, Noob, which is like the worst one. That's such a bad way to onboard people onto your game. Don't give them the best, don't give them the worst. Just, Jesus Christ, Noob is so bad. Snakeskin is useless. And the speed thing is nice, but it might as well be useless. Just give them something decent to work with. Being forced to play with the worst survivor in the game right off rip, especially if you don't know how to switch, is horrible. It's horrible. It's an instant turnoff. Give them some basic, decent mechanics or skills or something. It's dumb. Speaking of dumb, the game passes are dumb. VIP gives you the slightest bit of more XP. 2 exclusive skins, an emote, and that VIP thing. That's it. That's garbage for 800 Robux. 800 Robux. You're telling me this game pass is worth 2 copies of Deepoken? In what world? And then they're going to be starting an Earth Day Game Pass. Earth Day is a Game Pass purchase that will all money be donated to charity. Yeah, right. And how would they be donated to charity? Do they split the funds? How do they know which came from Earth Day and what didn't? And even if they do, how would we know? Have they showed you guys? I don't know. This sounds like a scam if I've ever seen one. Oh my god, it's horrible. How much was this? This one's 400. Is this the same price as Deepoken, guys? Jesus Christ. Now, I know I've been roasting Forsaken for being a DBD clone without understanding what makes DBD fun. But let's be fair, there are other Roblox games inspired by DBD that at least made it somewhat tolerable in some case. Pillar Chase, while I never really liked it, is a good example of a game inspired by DBD. It says it was inspired by Halo custom game mode, but you know, whatever. The whole killer survivor dynamic didn't really get big until DBD, but my point is, it's scary. At least compared to Forsaken. And it offers different objectives. Well, they're not like anything else. They're different, and there's multiple kinds. And I'm not saying it's better than Forsaken. They both have their major problems as far as I can tell. But as a horror game, it does a much better job at creating tension and atmosphere. So what are my final thoughts on Forsaken? I think it was a game made for 8-year-olds that wanted to play a cool old school style Roblox game without playing an actual old school Roblox game with a DBD Roblox coat of paint. And I don't think it's scary. I don't think any of it's very interesting, especially with the lack of objectives besides 1 gen and wait till timer. But I don't necessarily think it's a bad game. Like, the animations are good enough. I don't think it's bad. It's better than a lot of the slop on the platform. I mean, most people consider this slop, and I would too, but I can tell the target audience was not me, mostly 8-year-olds to 10-year-olds in a weird fandom. Take that as you will. In my opinion, it's a 5.5 out of 10. I'm gonna get hate. Like and subscribe to Zets. Peace.
It's Chase Zol, mother trucker. It's Chase Zol, snitch.
Let's get some Robux tonight.